Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Fabric Fridays with me, Mary Morningstar Johnson from Ruby and Violet Designs. Once again, I have a really exciting episode planned for you guys today. I'm going to be talking to you about a company called Sallie Tomato. And I want to just first preface with that this is not a paid advertisement. I'm not being paid to tell you about Sallie Tomato or that I like Sallie Tomato. I'm just going to talk to you about some of the things that they offer. I buy and use a lot of supplies from her shop. And I hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope that maybe this will provide a useful resource for you in some projects that you have coming up. So Sallie Tomato is a company that provides a lot of purse, handbag supplies. I love their zippers. She offers a lot of hardware. She has a lot of patterns, purse patterns, handbag patterns. And she also sells cork fabric and faux leather fabric. And the cork fabric, I had never seen it before. One of the times I had gone to Paducah, they were a vendor at the Paducah Quilt Show, and I got to talking with Jessica, who owns Sallie Tomato. I got to talking with her mom, and I was looking through some of the handbag patterns because they really caught my eye. They were a new, fresher style. I really liked the graphic design work for the patterns, and so I just started exploring their vendor booth more. And the cork fabric was not anything that I had ever seen before. And so of course I got some because I wanted to try it out, and I got a couple of the patterns, and I'm going to show those to you guys in a minute. But the thing that struck me about the hardware is that she had it packaged up, so each handbag pattern that you would buy, she had a little package of the hardware that went specifically with that handbag. So you didn't have to go searching around for all of the hardware for the bag. It was just all there in one spot. She also offered it in multiple finishes. So you could get rose gold, you could get gunmetal, you could get chrome, antique gold. There's all different finishes. So I thought that was interesting because I hadn't really seen that before when shopping for patterns, handbag patterns. And also a while back when I was in college, I took a handbag design, and I would have loved to have had this hardware to choose from. And so not only that, but she sells all of it on her website, and it's really affordable. So you don't have to buy a large quantity. You can make one bag and not spend lots of money trying to order in bulk just to make the price equal out to what you need it to be to make the handbag. So anyway, I really liked the price points. I really liked the selection on all the finishes. I loved this new cork fabric and how she incorporated it into her handbags, and I'm excited to show all of that to you. So here are three of the patterns that I have of Sallie Tomatoes. The first one is the Townsend bag. And I love how just simple the front of her pattern is. She just shows large picture of the bag, what the finished product looks like. It's a simple background. She has very simple design type at the top of the bag, and it's very eye-catching, and that's what first drew me to a lot of her patterns. And so then when you get inside to the pattern, because I've made one of these three bags, the patterns are so easy to read. Pattern writing is a talent, it's a skill. It's hard to do because you can make something and you can design something, but then having to write it out and tell somebody how you made it is very difficult, and you can get caught up in being too detailed or not detailed enough. And I just felt like her pattern was very easy to read step by step, which I appreciated a lot. And also on the back, you didn't even have to open the pattern up. She gives you a complete supply list of everything that you need, how much of everything that you need. And then again, like I said, she has little bags, hardware kits that tell you what bag it's for, and it has all of the pieces in it, which again makes everything so nice and easy. And so I'm just going to show you the inside of the pattern, and you can see she gives you your fabric guide, and then everything is just well written and follow along and easy to read. So if you're wondering about a pattern, she gives great illustrations. Again, it's well designed even on the inside for the pattern writing, so it's definitely a high recommendation from me. The next bag is the Myrna bag. This was the first bag that caught my eye. This was the very first one. I knew for sure I was going to buy this pattern because I wanted to make and have this handbag for myself. It's a crossbody, it's little, and it has 3 separate zipper pouches, plus on the back it has a little magnetic button that you can open up, so it has, for as little as it is, it has great storage. And I actually made this bag before we went to Disney the last time, and it works out perfectly because it wasn't too big, it was a crossbody, and I was able to fit everything that I needed for each day into this bag, which was amazing. So I definitely, this is a great one if you're going traveling, if you're visiting somewhere, and you don't want something big and bulky. This is a great option for that. And then the other bag that I saw that was just kind of an everyday bag, but I really liked it. This is the Holly bag, and I really liked this one too. So with the Myrna bag, what I love is that these zippers, she sells these zippers. She sells it in a ribbon, and the zipper, one of the zipper pouches, I think I was able to get 3 Myrna bags out of one ribbon of zipper. And the hardware on the zipper matches the zipper pulls, and then you can buy the same to match the hardware for like the straps and the strap holds, and so you can buy it so that everything matches. And it gives you a lot of options when you're going to pick out your fabric, because you can match your hardware to your fabric. And I know I've mostly only ever gotten zippers at like Joann Fabrics, or occasionally quilt shops have a fairly good selection of zippers with some different finishes, but I have never seen as big of a selection in terms of the ribbon color on the zipper, and then also the hardware on the zipper, that you can buy just individually and not have to buy a large quantity of it. I don't know of any other place that you can purchase that from. So if that's something that you're looking for, if you're making handbags, or even I buy her these square little hardware pieces from her to make pie carriers. I string the handles through the little square hardware and just pull it up and use that for my pie carriers. So there are a lot of different options and things that you can use the hardware to make different projects that you're working on. I next want to talk to you guys a little bit more in depth about the Cork Fabric. So the Cork Fabric, and actually I buy some from Sallie Tomato. Another website that I really like is MB Cork, M as in Mary, B as in boy, Cork. Just, you know, there are so many different colors, so many different kinds, and price points can be a little bit different depending on how much you're wanting to buy. So that might be another resource if you're looking for something specific for cork. Sallie Tomato also sells faux leather, which is also great for handbags. But here are some of the colors that it comes in. I tend to gravitate more towards the natural cork. I like being able to see all of the lines and detail in the cork fabric. The back of it is more of a fabric on the back, and so sewing it through your machine is so easy. You can even double it up, triple it up. If you triple it up, you might need a little bit heavier of a needle, but it sews great through your machine. It does not get too bulky or heavy, especially if it's just doubled up. here are some more of the colors, like a wine, a little bit of more of like a blush pink, a navy, and you can still see details in that cork, even as dark as it might get, and then more of a whitewashed cork too. And I also have this bigger piece of yellow cork. It's a little bit more of a mustard yellow cork that I'm going to be using for a bag that I'm going to make. And I just think it adds such a great accent to a handbag, or more of like a luggage bag. It's pretty durable and sturdy, and it wipes really well. So bags can tend to get dirty because you're carrying it from here to there, and this is a great option for a bag. And I'm going to show you, so this is the Myrna bag that I made, and you can easily make this in a couple of hours if you wanted. It goes together so easily, and the zippers are so easy to sew into these bags if you follow her instructions and her patterns. And this, if you recognize it from my adorable animal quilts, is my Dear Stella fabric. I love this fabric, and so I used it in this bag. And then I also added the natural cork into it because I just thought that it complemented the navy in this so well. And the inside is also a Dear Stella fabric. It's a cactus print, and that I just thought was really cute for the inside. So both Dear Stella fabrics and then Cork Fabric, and you can see I use the more of the chrome, I think it's the chrome finish for the pulls, the zipper, and then also the hardware, because you can get it all to match. I just thought that that one looked better with this fabric, and plus I liked how it kind of stood out and separated the cork. So if you love this handbag, definitely check out sallietomato.com, the Myrna bag, and buy that pattern. She also has tutorials that make it so easy to sew up. She shows how to thread a zipper with the zipper pull, because you just get the ribbon of the zipper and then you get the pulls with it. So you do have to thread that yourself, but that again makes it so nice because you're not wasting any of your zipper. You're making it exactly to the size that you need for your bags. And then I didn't show you, but this has a little snap too. So plenty of space, plenty of pockets. They all go down to the bottom here, here, and then also here. So lots of storage. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode of Fabric Fridays, and I hope that you'll check out sallietomato.com and see what all she has to offer in terms of hardware, zippers, cork fabric, faux leather fabric. Check out her tutorials on putting in a zipper. You don't have to buy anything from her site to watch her tutorials. You can sign up for her newsletter. She just broke ground to build a big warehouse in Fox Lake, Wisconsin. So she's expanding, always adding more. She's always coming out with new designs. So anyway, I just wanted to give her a little plug, and I enjoy her shop and I love her supplies, and you won't be disappointed. So I hope to see you guys back next week for another episode of Fabric Fridays with me, Mary Morningstar Johnson from Ruby and Violet Designs.